Hi everyone, a very good evening. And it's again after a very long time I'm coming and making a video. Hope you all have been well and please ignore the glare effect in my glasses. This is what it is. So today I want to talk on the power of detached observation. And I don't need to tell you what is detachment, I don't need to tell you what is observation. A lot of times we humans find ourselves in places where we are so deadlocked as to what needs to be done now. Circumstances are such, the situations have taken such a turn that which one would have never expected, be it in your professional life, be it in your personal family life. You feel hurt, you feel disappointed, you feel disrespected, you wish it wasn't the case, but it is what is the case. You are angry. Anger is another form, I would just say grief. And then you are entering into the loop of, if this would not have happened, that would not have happened, how could I have faced this injustice, this, that. But how much ever you process your emotions, you can go to therapy, you can journal it out, you can talk to your friends, you can work your sweat out in the gym to feel positive. Nothing works, and then one moment comes when you are supposed to look at life and what has been happening to you from a third person's view, where I would say all of us are operating from our own experiences, our own circumstances, our own conditionings, our own hurts, our own past karmas, our own narcissism, our own biases, our own assumptions. We are too quick to take decisions in our assumptions that, like human ego is bound to come. I hope I'm able to make sense in a flow. But this is a video just coming from the bottom of my heart, so I'll keep it raw as much as possible, and I'll try that I'm able to put across my point. So the only thing which can give you respite at that moment is by again having a very macroscopic view. Consider yourself as just one person who's involved in a lot of these mess, and you have been just put there. It can be considered as disassociation in psychology terms, that we are not feeling our emotions. But sometimes, after having felt your emotions, and even please feel your emotions, process it, but you need to detach yourself from the situation. Otherwise, there's no answer, there's no respite to your reactions. People will always do what they are up to, they'll try to harm you. You, out of your ego and the sense of justice, will try to do that harm back, but it will only involve you more and more in the mess. And by detached observation, I don't mean to say that you do not make boundaries. Of course, make boundaries, but you have to shift your focus, you have to shift your energy from being a victim to something more towards acceptance. And that acceptance is not possible until you are detached. You just need to observe it. You know, yes, life is not fair. Had it been fair, we would not have legal systems in the countries. There are so too many of us. My one of my teachers tells me that's why it's such a there are legal systems everywhere for fairness. We are bound to clash. We are bound to clash in our own egos. At times we don't have empathy for people. All of us are operating out of power struggle. All of us seek power to have power in our own relationships. Why do you think so divorces happen? Power struggle, property issues, family issues. Stand for your right. Know what it is, have your self respect intact. But at the end, if you need a sense of respite, you just need to observe it. So I always say take a macroscopic view, then enter inside, do what needs to be done, then you come out and take a very bird's eye view, like from above. You can't keep wallowing in it. Because not once life will give you such situations again and again and at every point in life. And you need to have this wisdom to detach yourself and observe. Life changes, people change. All of us are subject to change. If I take a bit spiritual route, it's your timings and your karma. Everyone is bound to face sooner or later in some way, some form. But the only solution to come out of that spider's web, that cobweb, is only and only when you learn how to walk away from it. From the actors who are involved in it. Does not matter how much you are hurt, does not matter how much your attachment has been, does not matter what time has gone, does not matter how much love existed at some point. You just need to do your karma and then observe it. वो बोलते हैं ना निष्काम भाव से कर्म करते जाओ. We all know the story of Arjun. He raised his arrows and bows against his own family, but he was just doing his karma and he had to become detached to it. Will you like it? No. Will you feel bad? Yes. Will it kill you? Yes. But is there any other solution? No. Then why not? And until you're in the space of observing, just observing, it will control your reactions. You will learn to forgive yourself. Of course, you will look at the reality of the world, of Kali Yuga, of samsara. But there is no other way. You know, each one of us thinks we are doing our best in our own capacity, and still the other person won't feel justified. I have been through these situations, I'm still going through these situations. Then where does the justice lie? Justice just lies in detachment. Is it encouraged in our society? No. But is it needed? Yes. And detachment does not mean hatred. Detachment is just putting a full stop to the exchange of energies and karma. You come, you endure, you face things which you feel you didn't deserve it, but you do, and then you keep moving ahead. You know, a very nice thing I read somewhere, we all say that we all are born empty hand, we die empty hand, खाली हाथ आएंगे खाली हाथ जाएंगे, पर नहीं, हम भरे हुए आते हैं. We all come with full of attachments, full of relationships, friendships, conditionings, the karmic bonds with our families, with our parents, with our friends. But it is on us to go empty handed. And empty handed not with hatred, guys. Empty handed by just living out your karma, finishing it and moving on. And that move on can't happen if you are not observing it. You are otherwise you're too entangled in it, too entangled in it. And entanglements do not take you far ahead. It's just something I'm sure all of us know about it, but how much are we putting it into practice? I fail every day at it. But that's what life is. You need to move on by making healthy boundaries. And boundaries are not hatred. You'll still have a lot of love for people. You can have a lot of warmth for them. You can still care for them. But you can still be detached and be away from them. And someone who learns this, that person learns how to live life. Easy, not at all, but it's high time we all do. Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope even if one of you takes something out of it, will be like my work is done. And I'll see you super soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know when next, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.